Hey everybody, Tony here. I wanted to do a quick wrap up of the Chiller Theater convention that I went to on Saturday. It runs from Friday through Sunday, but we only went for a day. And apparently, I guess I don't really do conventions the right way because I don't take advantage of everything there is to offer, I guess. I was looking through the convention booklet a minute ago, which they give away, for free when you go to the conventions. And there was a ton of stuff going on. There were a couple of movies that they were screening later in the evening, 7:30, 10 o'clock at night. There were a few different Q&As going on throughout the day, and all the autograph sessions and everything. But I tell you, man, I'm just like, there are maybe like a handful of people that I would get an autograph from, but I'm generally not an autograph hound, and I didn't get any this time around. There just wasn't anything that I was looking for specifically. But anyway, overall it was a really great event, except for the line. And this kind of took me off guard a little bit because the last time I was at Chiller Theater was, I want to say about 4 years ago, and it wasn't dead, but it wasn't crowded either. It was kind of low-key, walked right in when we got there, and there weren't any real lines for any of the autographs. Spoke to Jeffrey Combs for like 5-10 minutes, and no one else was there looking for an autograph at that moment. Vendor rooms were pretty much dead. It was cool because of that, but at the same time, I guess maybe wasn't the most frenetic of experiences. So when we got there on Saturday and saw the line, well, no, to be accurate, lines, plural, I nearly turned around and left. It was insane. There was a line for people who didn't have tickets, which was humongous. I mean, it was ridiculously crazy. But then there was another line of equal length for people who had tickets. And then as I started kind of talking to people, I was finding out that the pre-show tickets that people purchased for a little extra money to get in an hour early, they weren't even allowed in at the time that they were supposed to be allowed in. It was supposed to start at 10 for pre-show and then 11 for the regular show. We got there a little after 11, and no one had been allowed in at that point. There was something to do with a fire marshal and too many people being there. So anyway, we ended up waiting on this line for over an hour. It was insane. I have video of it. Take a look. It's winding, crazy line that goes one direction and then turns around and goes the other direction, so you're basically passing the same spot twice. We were on that for an hour, and it was not the best experience, but honestly, there were a couple of guys in front of us, and we were talking to them, and it passed the time pretty well. And it's always nice to kind of meet up with some people and talk to other horror fans and stuff, so that was cool. Eventually some lady came around to give us our wristbands, and we kind of like ran at that point to this other line. So after we gave over our tickets, and they gave us our wristbands for the expo, and at that point we had to get on another line to wait to get in with the wristbands, which was much shorter, but still another like 15-20 minutes waiting. Finally we got in, and it was crowded. It was crazy in there. I managed to snap a couple of pictures, and I took, really the only video I took was of the line. But once I got in there, my head was swimming, and it was like, oh my god, everything that I want to do, must do now. So I went and I did the vendor room, and kind of went around that for the majority of the time that we were there. So we did the vendor rooms, and then we hit the autograph area just to kind of look around. It's kind of neat to see some of the famous people. But I, like I said, didn't really want any autographs. Saw like Dean Cain standing there, Jamie Kennedy. So we did go up to the second floor at one point because Chris Sarandon and Ken Page were doing a Nightmare Before Christmas Q&A that kind of was sounding good. I thought I would check that out. But by the time we got up there, the room was packed. There were no seats left. You couldn't even really like worm your way into the room. So I peeked in. I watched for about 5 minutes, and then I was like, all right, I saw them. Let's go. So I had to get the convention t-shirt because, I was there for it. So I wanted to get the convention t-shirt. Not really sure why they went with Ultraman for this, but there he is. It's an Ultraman shirt. Chiller Theater, spring 2014. They had two other shirts that I liked better. They were like nicer designs, more horror related, but this was the official shirt of the spring convention, and I kind of wanted the one for the spring convention, so I went for that. Chill at Theater convention booklets, obviously, and I got a bunch of the free, promo cards and things, which I have the tendency of grabbing a lot of these for no apparent reason. I don't know why I do it, but I do. And then I saw a couple of artists that I really dug while I was there. I have this thing at the conventions, like, I don't really want to give dealers my money for posters that they probably paid $1 for and then are selling for $40 because they're old posters. I get a little bothered by that kind of stuff, so I don't purchase stuff off of those types of dealers, but I do love supporting actual artists. So I seek out the artists there who are selling prints of their work, or if they have low enough priced originals. I'm kind of broke, so I can't usually get originals. But anyway, there's this one dude there, Chris Kuchta. I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. There's his business card. And I really dug his work. He had some cool stuff there. And his prices were right, So I bought 3 prints. They worked out to be $8 each. I didn't get them framed because I figured, I don't have anywhere to put them at the moment, but I'll get frames probably eventually for these. He was nice enough to sign all the prints as well for me for free, so that was cool. Got Pumpkinhead. I really love this one. This was the first one of his that caught my eye, and as soon as I saw that one, I knew I was going to have to buy at least that one print. So originally I was going to just get that. He signed it down here. I don't know if you can see that. Pretty small signature. As soon as I saw that one, I was like, yeah, definitely going to have to purchase at least one of his prints. And then he told me that one print's $10, but if I wanted 3, he'd do it for 3 for $25. And I couldn't pass that up, so went for Thing. Another really cool one. I tried not to go for like the standards, he had like Pinhead and Freddy, Jason, but wanted to go a little outside the box on these. So I went for that, the Thing, Pumpkinhead, and then this might be my favorite. Dr. Tongue. Another good one, again, signs down here. So I want to get these framed eventually, but very cool prints. Really great artist. Again, his name, Chris Kuchta. Again, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Not that he's ever going to see this video, but his website is www.horrorartist.com. Seemed like a really nice guy. I talked to him for a little bit. Had great work. There was another artist there that I liked a lot, but I kind of ran out of money and didn't really want to keep spending stuff. So then I got from one of the dealer tables. I wasn't going to buy too many DVDs, but he had a couple cool things, and I managed to kind of talk him down because I bundled a bunch of stuff together, and I talked him down in price quite a bit. So this was just kind of like I threw this in because I don't have it yet, Beyond Reanimator, and it helped me get the price down of the other stuff. So I grabbed that. It's a rental copy, there's no insert or anything, but I didn't really care. I just wanted to grab it, which knocked down the price of the Night of the Demons Blu-ray, which I have kind of been dying to get this. I don't know why I waited as long as I did, but it's the cool, Blu-ray DVD combo pack, sealed and everything. Pretty much every vendor had this for sale, but like I said, I managed to get the price down on it. So, and then the main thing that kind of caught my eye, and sort of the whole reason that I bundled anything together, was because they had the Evil Dead 2 limited edition in the metal box. This is a numbered edition, out of 50,000 copies. That's the number down there. And I figured, since I don't have any versions of the Evil Dead movies, which is crazy, but I don't, so I thought I would just go for the limited edition one that they had there, because it seemed kind of like a nice one. Comes with a really thick booklet inside. I'm talking like a lot of pictures and stills from the movie. I know there are 1,000,001 versions, releases of these movies, but you know, I figured I'd grab that. A couple other inserts in there. They even have something for the PlayStation 2 Evil Dead Hail to the King video game. And apparently, if I was reading it correctly, I think there's a preview for the video game on this disc. And then inside they have the disc. So, I bundled those three guys together. Got a pretty decent deal. You know, I mean, if I waited a while and tried like scouting out on eBay, I probably could have got slightly better prices on stuff. But, you know, the whole point of going to these things is have a good time, spend a little money. So, and finally, just a couple more cards and stuff. Oh yeah. I picked up a Halloween Smurf. I happen to have a Smurfette witch on a broomstick that I got at a yard sale a while back, and when I saw this in one of like kind of a junk bin, I asked how much, and the girl, she was dressed as Harley Quinn, said 50 cents. So I was like, 50 cents? Why not? I gave her $1 for it because I didn't have 50 cents, so she threw me a free eye patch. So probably the best money I spent all day. And then that was about it. Got a free pen for a movie. Scream Magazine business card. So that's the haul from Chiller Theater Spring 2014 convention. I didn't get any toys, you might notice. And partly that's because the prices at the con are either the same or higher than I could get elsewhere. But also, I don't know. I have a lot of toys. I've been buying a lot of toys. I didn't want to go too crazy with that stuff, so I stuck to some art and movies and whatnot. I did see a couple of Mad Balls there. They had 2 packaged Mad Balls, you know, still on the card, and 1 loose one, but the prices were ridiculous. $50, $60, $20 for the open one. I mean, that's probably what people get on eBay. I haven't really checked recently, but there was just no way I was going to pay that. Saw a couple of Talking Freddy dolls that weren't too badly priced. Had a Dr. Tongue figure there for $25 that I kind of regret not getting. I know they're available online for about the same price, but I probably should have just gotten it while I was there so I could not have to deal with shipping and stuff. Yeah, and that's about it. You know, nothing crazy happened. Nothing that I feel I need to tell you guys after 15 minutes of talking to the video camera. That's all I have for you guys. Hope you're all having a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Oh, a Box of Dread unboxing should be happening soon too. That should be here Monday or Tuesday. All right, have a good one, guys. Bye.